Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Next Level Official Podcast in the house after a hiatus caused by Mr. Palo.
Hey, that hiatus was not because of me. We had to go to some family counseling because of our last podcast with the two of you just screaming, and I'm over here in the corner.
I have learned how to talk to each other now. I've been given a lot of tools.
It was a simple,
a lot of tools. But
we now have a safe word.
we got lots of safe words. They're in German though. They're in German though.
None of them work.
I don't know how to say them. That's why. We can't even do them. But hey guys, if you haven't had a chance, hit that like and subscribe as we jump right in this. We got a full-fledged topics. First off, what's going on in the cinema world? We got cinemas.
In the cinema world, we have Warner Brothers smashed its box office windows and will be sending their entire 20.
Did they throw the tire in the window too?
They did. There's like the discount tire lady. They even actually had that same lady throw the tire through the window.
Showing your age there, man. It's showing your age.
Dude, we didn't even plan that.
I don't even fucking care. I don't fucking care.
She liked it's on the TV. You've seen it.
I am who I am.
He knows.
And so basically all of Warner Brothers movies now are going to be slated to go to HBO Max. They're going to be
everything 2021
and theaters for 2021. So
we had this huge holdout with Tenet, and not like they would not budge, and now the floodgates have opened, and like there's just everything's out there.
So here's what we have on release or on the slate for that. It's the Tom and Jerry movie. We have Godzilla versus Kong, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. We have Space Jam: A New Legacy, Suicide Squad, Dune, Matrix 4, and the new version of Mortal Kombat. But I think all in all, with this news,
and you have Wonder Woman that's coming out in December, right?
That's right.
Yes, and
December
that's going to be
December 25th.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be really awesome because I think the whole ambiance around this news is that even if and when we get back to normal, or society as a whole, with the whole pandemic due to the vaccine being released, however long it takes, right? I feel there's an inevitable permanent change that's going to happen, not only to our society, but also in cinema as well. Things that we've taken for granted that we love to do, because cinema is a really big part of our culture, So this in essence is literally going to change everything, because now we're going to have the option, which we never had before. So this is going to be a huge make or break for how theaters can overcome this.
Well, I don't think theaters are going to overcome anything anymore, right? It's like a lot of them are shuttering. Like you have tons of them. With this news, they had a glimmer of hope by having all these films that were out there that were only going to come through them, and now they're not. Like AMC, all those deals that they did, it's not going to happen. And so unfortunately for theaters, like they've built this kind of like monopoly on how films are distributed. Like, remember how it was with CDs and tapes, and then when it first came out to digital release, and people not wanting to parse out. Like, I think consumers are going to win in this fact that they're going to be able to have that experience at home. It may come with a price tag. So like all these, I find it interesting that they've tied themselves to the streaming services now, like HBO Max. Like, I wonder how much these deals are actually lucrative to them. And then like if that's going to cause them, like if they're setting a base now for like later on, like jumping those charges up because of these aren't, like this isn't an HBO's, film that they're building. This isn't like a Netflix, in-house film, or it isn't.
Well, it's like with like Netflix and everything else, they every so often are bumping up their, their prices, for whatever reasons, because we go into like for like Disney Plus, and Disney went and had this massive, and we'll talk about this here in a little bit about everything that they're going to be coming out new, and then like, oh yeah, we're gonna charge $1 more.
Well, Disney's crazy because they are a production company. They produce stuff like Netflix didn't. Like Netflix,
but here's the thing:
was Blockbuster on steroids.
Right, but here's the thing though. So when Disney released Mulan, they had this premiere service. We have not seen another fucking premiere movie that warranted that $24 fucking service fee in how long? Right? So it's not like they had like a multitude of movies to back that. So I'm curious, do you guys think HBO Max is going to do something like that?
They might, but like Disney,
Now
with
here's the deal.
that whole
I
thing
feel
screwed people. Like they didn't
right,
know
but
that was there until
right,
because if they're going to do
but
that, the
but
actors, where are they going to, the actors are going to be wanting their money. They're like, hey,
right.
well, if we're not going to get our money from the theaters. Where are we going to get our money, our millions, and all that?
But here's the thing, though. Check this out. So this is really funny that this is kind of happening because I kind of felt it was inevitable. It was happening whether the pandemic was here or not. I kind of feel this was happening, but it's sooner than later. But right now there is a device, right? And I know a lot of like per se like celebrities and shit have it, but it actually lets you watch cinema movies like from the theater, licensed, full blown like versions that you would normally see in the theater. They have these boxes. So I'm kind of curious, like if this becomes like a huge thing, if they would have these consumer marketable type devices that are strictly for these cinema releases, as opposed to having like HBO Max, like then you have to have Showtime, or then you have to have like this app or Disney Plus, or you know what I'm saying? Like for cinema, like what if they just had like this like cinema deal?
Have you been talking
I don't
about aliens lately
And
on these websites? No,
They're out
no.
there.
I mean, I like the idea, but in reality, like you have like Disney pushing this service with a tiered service on it, and so
So how would you feel about paying for Disney service if they had it, right? Let's just say they released a lot more theatrical releases and they were doing Mulan, and then all of a sudden HBO switched and they were like, oh, fuck, we have a lot of movies. Maybe we should have a separate charge and have another premiere access.
I see
They
that
could.
happening with everybody.
So now you have two. Now you have
I
two
mean,
that you're paying
it-
high dollar for.
that is their way to squeeze out more money with a tiered
Yep.
service, right? We
That's
have it
gonna
in
happen.
everything. Like we have it in Xbox, right? In PlayStation, right? You pay to get online, the internet with them, right? And it gives you access to a little bit of shit. But then they're like, hey guys, if you pay a little bit more, you get
For
access to these,
premium.
you get these couple games free a month. And then
Right.
hey, if you do it a little bit more, you get
Right.
access to this
They
shit.
have their
And-
tiers.
Right.
So
But there
they're-
comes
they're-
a point in which you have to start analyzing, like, is this worth it? Because I am paying for my gaming, which I use, but now I got to start paying for a fucking Disney premiere and fucking
Well,
HBO
But it's the whole,
and
premiere.
that's the
it's the whole
aspect.
switch, man. It's
That-
the whole switch when we back in the days when you used to just buy your cable channels and they had
Mhm.
different packages. So you're
Mhm.
buying, like, if you wanted movies, well, you had to buy like the movie package that came with HBO, it came with Showtime. It's just a
Right.
different ship. So we're just
So
shifting into this streaming service. So now they're gonna have packages for streaming services.
So bottom line, really quick, so we don't get any further. For you guys,
Oh, I
if
like to
they
go
did-
deeper.
If they did have an additional cost for like a tiered service plan for only theatrical release type movies on either HBO Max or the continuing of Disney, do you guys find it worth it for yourself?
Probably not, because I don't want to see half the. It just depends on the cost, right? Like if it's a
Yeah.
lot per month, I'd
Yeah.
rather just buy the individual movie
That's gonna be the
to
balance.
rent. It's that, and then like it's also off-putting for those that buy the service and continue to look at the catalog if you're not going to release those movies to the, like if they wait like a year, like or like 8 months or before, because they're trying to rake in all this money from that tiered service, it's going to piss people off. But right now I think these are cannons loaded. They're firing at each other, right? You got you got HBO Max, you got Netflix, you got
Right.
Disney. They're trying to destroy each other by putting out tons of content and like
Mhm.
basically sidelining
H-
the other so that they can take market share. And so it's gonna be interesting.
HBO is fucking gunning, bro. They're gunning.
HBO
because
was
they
on
picked up-
HBO's was on the ropes,
They were
right,
never.
man?
They were never on my fucking radar, bro. Now,
Yeah,
when I
that's true.
check shit, I'm like Plex, HBO Max. Whoa, let's fucking go there. Let's see what's up.
Well, and then remember, you still got
Insulted.
Apple TV in the background, right? Of
Oh,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
people that got money.
Don't talk about Apple
Oh,
TV.
All we're waiting for
Hey,
is now Google
hey.
to jump into the movie business
Speedy,
too, man.
Speedy,
You're talking
just
about
a-
people
just
with
a-
money. Who's got more
just a-
money than Apple and Google?
Hey, just a little FYI. So, Ralph came over, and
Hello came over?
Fellow?
didn't know.
Fellow?
Hello came over?
Pello came over. My bad, and didn't know how to use the remote for the Apple TV. It was the most simplistic.
I don't need that
ever
little.
used, bro.
Dude, it's
And
like
he
a
was
touch
hey,
mouse,
you know
dude.
what he said? You know what he
Oh,
said?
the server's down. Like, fuck, that server ain't down.
Hey, you know what he said? He goes, "Where's the back button?" Where's the
What doesn't have a back
button?
button?
Oh my god! I said you need a
See,
back
my
button.
I can pick up my phone and I have a back button. No,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
have a
God.
button that says something totally different, and it has 5 or 6 different fucking functions.
Dude, literally,
Stop
there's
tying
like
me down,
there's like
Apple. You're
5
not a part of
buttons.
this.
There's like 5 buttons on
Hey,
that remote, man.
this is this is like Apple simplistic, right? Has like one button, right? This is what Ralph needs. Like
I need
he
that.
need a back.
I miss my
guys.
pad. I need the
Pelo's
whole
like,
keyboard and everything.
where's the asterisk button? I need the
Yeah.
asterisk button
Yeah,
to type
yeah.
something.
You don't have a
Escape.
tab button for caps?
Escape.
What?
What? There's no control shift? What? What? Man, that is
I don't
funny.
need the Apple man tying me down. No,
Mm-mm.
no.
It was really funny.
So-
So on to some other news. What else we got?
Well, continuing that
We
kind
wanna
of vein,
continue?
you had Disney, right? Disney released a
vein.
ton of movies, right? With their
Yes.
last investor call. It looks like
A ton. They had
Well, they have a price
20.
increase now, so we got a price
Well,
increase on Disney.
I mean, the price increase is not that much. Like, I know people complain and moan about
Yeah,
$1.
but 10 years later, they're like, it's $1 more. It's $1 more. It's $1 more.
Paying for what about those people that are already paying for premium?
Hey,
service?
man, you know they need that dollar so they can go from 26 minutes on that Mandalorian to like 36 minutes on
It's like
Mandalorian.
if you
like,
want 10 more minutes, you have to pay
if you
maybe-
want a real show that goes a little bit of time, we're gonna need to charge you another $1 so that we can all crowdfund the Mandalorian having more than like literally 20-minute episodes. So
It's getting to the point to where the previews are longer.
right?
I'm like,
Right.
do they count last week's review of everything that's happened inside of the timing for this last
Yeah.
episode? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Oh my god.
But they did go ahead and release. You know, they have a lot of series that are going to be coming out. We have Vision, excuse me, that's coming out fairly soon. Like they keep pushing that back. Like, it was supposed to come out this fall. It's now going to
Mhm.
start coming out in January. So
January.
I think they're just kind of spreading around all the items that they have to keep us hooked. You got the Falcon and Winter Soldier that's going to also look to be coming up. There's also a new look at the Loki, and then there's also the new Hawkeye that's going to be
Hawkeye.
coming on. So those are all like really cool kind of it's interesting. Like Marvel's still continue to expand. So I
So out
hope,
of all those
hope the stories are
the
good.
4 series, those 4, because they're going to be multi episodes.
Uh-huh.
Which one are you looking forward to out of those 4 right there?
you know, I'm interested in this WandaVision just because of like how they kind of flipping back between the time, like
Just
you know,
wanna
like
see
the old.
Elizabeth Olsen. Stop fucking lying.
Right.
Stop fucking lying.
What's the series?
Stop
The
lying.
old. The
Man,
old
just wait till we get
She's
to
Wanda
honestly-
suit.
Let's
She's
just-
honestly the
Let's just
prettiest
wait
of
till
the
we get to
Olsens. She's really
the prettiest of the Olsens.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hate wherever you are. Don't take.
We're gonna
shit
get
from
hate mail
him.
for that.
Mm,
I
wow.
mean, I don't
mean,
support. I mean, for
I
me, and I'm not a big Marvel person, but you know, I want to see WandaVision. It looks kind of
Well,
interesting. And the other 3, I have no idea.
So, not a big Marvel person. That's the understatement of a lifetime for this podcast. Ralph doesn't like. I mean, Palo doesn't like anything cool. So that's pretty much we know this.
Just put me on the bottom already with the 2 of you.
We got movies that have been dropping too. There's going to be a 3rd Ant-Man film, which I actually love Paul Rudd. Like, so I enjoy this role with him. He's kind of like that. Like how whoever
You
thought
still have that
Ant-Man would be.
calendar of him in your bathroom?
It's on actually my ceiling above my bed.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
so
So it's
Oh.
December all the time. It's
Yeah,
December all the time.
It's
Oh.
just for us.
the time he's got a present
Ugh.
that's just ready to be given.
Has it as a shower. Has it as a shower curtain and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
I had to cut things off because they got maybe
Yeah.
damp or
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Ugh.
you also have Doctor Strangelove and the multiverse of madness, so that looks pretty interesting. I'm looking for that new Fantastic Four movie. But the thing
they
that
need
I
to stop
found,
rebooting it. They
the
really need
thing that I found interesting was that for the Black Panther 2, they're not going to recast Chadwick. So
No,
I'm interested
that's-
in seeing how they're going to do this, and I think that's also pretty classy for that because he did such a great Black Panther. Like that's now when you see Black Panther, that's who I see, right? And so I'm just interested in how they're going to overcome that in this next film. Like I hope it's just not like the write-off of oh, he was killed in a plane crash yesterday, and
here's his twin brother from another mother.
It becomes a Spanish novella. They're like, oh,
Spanish novella.
he had a twin that doesn't look like him. Dios mío.
I think out of all the movies that I saw here, I think Noob, I think he's ready for the I Am Groot movie.
He does like kid films with single words in them, so I think that will help him out.
Either that or that one or the what is it? The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Yeah, totally ready for that. I'm actually just excited because Vin Diesel is the voice, and I know how you guys love Vin Diesel's new album.
Don't play that song. Don't put that song down there. Just I just got it out of my head.
So I'm pretty sure
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, days gone past.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
But I know what Palo's really excited about is the Star Wars lineup.
I'm pretty sure.
He's like,
I'm pretty sure
there will never be another Trek movie, so let's get super excited.
Star Trek's coming. You just wait. It's coming. It's coming.
2030. I heard it was the next release.
Wow.
When it's actually star date to match the first star date in the next generation.
I can't wait until we have our episode and I get to talk about Star Trek the whole time.
You could talk about anything new about Star Trek.
No, I can't. No, because then I have Noob here and his face just goes this.
What's that new captain of that new Discovery that she's always crying in her episodes? Like what is that? What do we got?
Ralph, what happened in the latest episode?
Palo, what happened in the latest episode?
I don't want to spoil
I'm sure you don't. You have to watch it first.
I'm behind it. I'm behind one episode. That's it.
On what?
That's it. Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, Discovery.
Yeah.
I mean, did y'all watch The Last Mando? Who watched it?
I did.
I think I'm behind one. I'm behind one episode of.
But it's okay. It's okay for you. I mean, you just got started long. Yeah, started a great new chapter. We have Bello. He's got his new house, so he's been getting everything ready, tidied up, and just enjoying it. So we give him a little slack.
He's a regular Cinderella. He's vacuuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax off, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So
had to cut off the beard because Noob here got really offended the last time. So
you guys started looking alike. Is that what happened?
No, I wanted to look more like Speedy, but I can't go that bald. So I'm only a
little gorgeous, baby.
I was actually offended when your wife pulled your shirt down and you were so goddamn hairy. I was like, Jesus.
No,
I knew there had to be hair, but God
I told you they call me Bello for a reason.
Bro, I was like, fuck.
I don't want to know how many drinks it took to get to that point. I did not miss anything.
Let's just say my Terramana tequila went from like a full bottle to a little less than half.
It was only like
it was like that much left,
and it really didn't. It really didn't take much to have just be like, oh, look at him. He's so hairy.
She's like, look at what I have to sleep next to. It's like I'm engulfed in pillows.
Yeah. It was a really good time, but yeah, it was so freaking hilarious, man. But definitely we do got a lot of
Thanks for outing me.
News. Oh, anytime, bud. We do got in other news, we also have Xbox with the new xCloud beta that is really happening with iOS and PC spring of 2021.
Why is it 2021? It might be because
we just want to forget 2020.
Dude, everybody's so desperate for 2021.
It's gonna be the same as 2020.
I know. I know. I was just gonna say 2021 is gonna be just as shitty as 2020. I was like, oh god. But so anyway, we got something really new happening with iOS and PC. seems like because of the whole debacle with streaming and iOS limitations, just because of the way they have their environment set up, it's not as user friendly as it is for the Android. It's not as open. But apparently that shift is going to change in 2021, and it's also going to be coming to PC. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, we talked about this briefly, Speedy. We know you made a really good point, and we talked about the fact that like for us, it's not really a big deal. I mean, we play normally, so playing on the go isn't really like a thing for us because I feel like we get our game time, so it's not really a big deal. But you do have those people that do play on the go.
I do like to play weird every once in a while too. So
utilize this feature. But by the same token, I think for you and I both agreed upon the fact that having the option is what mattered most about this entire thing.
I mean, it's kind of like the mentality, right? That when you're like, oh, I'm going to get the special edition DVD with the 17 hours of director's cut commentary, and then you never use it, you never watch it, or you do it once, and then you're like, all right, check the box. I think it's going to be the same way with this for those that game primarily at home, not those that are always on the go. Like if you're commuting, I think it'd be fun. It's not going to be the same experience.
Think about it more for people that aren't as old as us, younger people, kids, if they want to play their games, that they would play on Xbox and they're going out somewheres, they're probably going to want to
for your fucking self.
I
don't know what you're talking about. Old. I know it's
old. Only one of us is a hairy SOB, okay?
Don't let this facial hair fool you, bro. I'm young on the inside, okay? Barely hitting my stride. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All right.
I mean, well, that's a problem.
Think about the younger viewers.
I make kids cry in the multiplayer universe, okay?
That's true. That's true.
You fucking bring me and you're like, God, some shit's about to go down.
He's like, boy, I will find your mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sex her up. I'm gonna be you and your daddy. Now, I think there's a couple, like, you peel this back a couple layers, right? I think with the next X series and Phil Spencer trying to get good with everybody, opening up the system now to Apple. So like now you can have Apple TV. Like, I think that's one of the things that I've always hated between the Microsoft world and Apple world, that you couldn't have a device and use them. So like now I could use my Xbox as an Apple TV. I can access all my movies that I have on there, all that stuff. So like, I think those kind of things have made grease the wheels so that you have this. I mean, I tried playing it like in the current state. Yeah. It's not really playable. We'll see what it's like, but it's
not as greasy.
It's not. I like it lubed, just no friction. Woo! In and out. And I think I think there's a lot of things that are going to depend. Like, you can't control the experience, and people bitch and moan about the experience, right? Because they want like the 4K, they want all this shit.
People bitch about the experience, but they don't even know what the experience is.
Well, I mean, like, look, it's going to be dependent on your internet connection, right? Wherever the fuck you are. So if you're in the mall and you got that shitty area and you're sitting outside with all the bags like I do.
Or if you're in Pello subdivision.
Oh, I know.
Pello subdivision with him and his one neighbor complaining about cell service. They're outside looking. Trying to get the rabbit ear antenna. Like, I think all those things matter until there's like a 5G supposedly network that gives the ability to get that kind of speed. You're always the mobile is always gonna suffer. Like, I mean, you had Dr. Disrespect was getting all that cheese for bitching and cutting down mobile gamers on something. He's like, oh, I started a mobile game, and all these mobile gamer like little kids were getting all pissed and like started bitching at him. I'm like, come on, like, seriously, like, when has your cell phone ever been that fast?
It's never gonna satisfy the masses, man. Everybody's always gonna want more and better.
I think it's fun to kill the time, right? Instead of having to play,
well, it's a switch,
Bejeweled or whatever the hell you're playing
with yourself. With yourself,
you can be like, I mean, so Master Chief, get me there, Master Chief.
It's
So,
a
man,
switch of the times, man. That's what it is. Like it's like with the movies coming into like now, like instead of the movies, you're going to the theaters, you're going to your TV. It's the same thing. It's the game. You know, instead of playing on your Xbox, you're playing on your mobile device. So it's just
I mean,
a
I
switch of the
feel
times.
I feel for us it's different because we were in that last generation that enjoyed playing outside, that did all that stuff. Now, as older gentlemen, we're gamers and we're set in our ways. But for the new generation, these kids, they have no fucking idea what playing outside is. They don't fucking know. They have no idea what playing outside is. So to them, all mobile gaming and like the
They're
TikTok
just gonna go
universe, the
outside with their
Instagram.
mobile device.
Yes, like this. Yes, exactly. Like this is for them. You know what I'm saying? This is like their niche, and this
I
is
think
their environment. And hey,
I'll do
whatever
it just
works.
to see
Yeah,
what it's like when I'm bored,
yeah,
but I'm not. It's not going to be my primary means. I'm not gonna
exactly.
be laying in bed and be like, oh, let me just get this one Destiny strike mission out real
That's
quick.
gonna,
And
that's gonna be noob.
Oh, bro, I'll
That's
take
gonna
care.
be noob.
I'm gonna take care of that shit in house, bro. Okay, I'm
he's
taking care
gonna
of that
have
shit in
the
house.
laptop,
Okay.
and he's gonna be
Okay.
joining his own game and playing with his second player. He's gonna be like,
You just
like,
wait.
Is that how you do it, Speedy?
He's like,
Is that how you do it?
He's like,
Is that how you do it? Just
these
like
piano lessons got me going good, Daddy. Look at it. Look at these piano lessons.
You
Whoever
just wait until
thought?
noob gets his quest, and he starts doing VR in bed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He's gonna melee his wife in the middle of the night. She's gonna
Man,
be like,
she's
what
like-
the fuck? And he's like, oh shit, sorry, babe. I was
Can be like, babe, is it that time? I'll be like, yeah, I'm trying to get that engram, trying to get that exotic.
Sir didn't give me what I wanted this week. So
Yeah,
snap him.
there's no exotic tonight.
Oh, I'm so exotic. All right, guys. So
Give me that
so it's
blueprint,
so give me that rare. Give me that rare. So we do have some awesome news with Nintendo. So it seems like Nintendo has been fucking dominating some sales lately. So they've been surpassing any and all PlayStation, Xbox, which is kind of interesting. I'm honestly not surprised. I think Nintendo is one of those, has become that company that kind of secretly sneaks by.
Yeah,
And they and
their
they do
own thing, man.
they do. They really do. And I think that's one of the best things about them. And I think this is why Nintendo has succeeded and has truly found their niche, because they don't really give a shit what PlayStation and Xbox are doing. Nintendo does their own, and it's their own formula that works so well.
Well, I mean, they're doing what Phil Spencer wants to do with mobile, right? Like Nintendo led in those areas. Man, I love the Game Boy, the original Game Boy back in the day. That's they found that niche, they grew it, and they've just dominated that niche all the time. And with the the Wii U, right? And then now going into this next Switch series, and then now having the Switch Lite, like they're killing that mobile experience where they're actually
I mean,
delivering it.
they have the masses where over in
And it's
Japan or
culture,
whatever,
like
they
it's
have it.
cultural,
Yeah,
right? It's like
yeah. I mean, because
Mario,
the thing is,
Luigi.
if you go over there, like Xbox and PlayStation aren't dominant. It's
Where's
Nintendo.
there?
Like Japan, we're all.
Well, be specific, bro. You say there like I'm just like a.
Is it like them
I
people?
need a Google Map.
Yeah,
that-
is it them people? Is it like
that-
those
that-
people right
Wow.
there?
Is that
Like,
what you say too?
I mean, fuck.
Wow, I didn't know
know?
this about you, sir.
Yeah, it's very
Them?
rude.
There.
Yeah, those,
Being rude
them,
here.
they.
Oh
So-
my god.
What kind of
So I
pronouns
totally.
do you
so-
use,
So
sir?
I totally
I don't
agree
need
with
that
you,
hate
man.
mail.
But some other interesting news, guys, with the Smash Brothers. We also have Sephiroth that's going to be coming to
Yeah,
Super Smash Brothers on December 17th.
They released that news with the Game Awards, so that's pretty. It's like a game that doesn't ever die. Like it has that fan base. It's continuing.
Huge.
Like one of the things I will say that Nintendo's been doing is they've been venturing in and allowing, not so much allowing, but you've had some publishers going to them, like Doom Eternal just came out on it not too long ago. Even though it's graphically not at the same level, like if you would see it Xbox One or PlayStation or PlayStation.
But it's
4.
not bad. It's definitely
not
not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
And so I think they're giving a little bit more to to the fan base that's there that want to be playing those types of games. And so hats off on them. Like their characters are out there that they getting that dollar bill, yo.
That's right, man. That's really true. And crossing over into some of those cool fighting games and having some additional characters that are
I
being
mean,
released in Fortnite. Fortnite news
ooh.
for all those Fortnite lovers. We got Master Chief that
So
is now
Noob,
a playable
Noob,
character,
noob,
Noob
and
dipped his
Kratos.
noob.
toe. Noob dipped his toes into the Fortnite.
Yeah, he was
And,
always, I'll never play Fortnite.
I got the receipts.
Fool.
I got the receipts of him going, "Yo, bro, when are we gonna play Fortnite?"
Right?
So here's the thing, and it's really funny because I've always been a huge PUBG fan. I played PUBG for an extremely long time. For what I felt, if you look at my Steam account, I probably have a good like 100 and something hours.
I don't want to
if
know what
not
you've been
more.
playing on your Steam
No,
account. Or what you've been looking
actually,
at.
maybe a lot more.
FBI,
But
but
that game has had a really fun tactical sense. I've just felt like
didn't they
I felt
originally
like
weren't they originally like the developers for Fortnite and for PUBG? Weren't they like in the same group
I think
or
so.
didn't they
I believe
split
so.
and they went two
Yes.
different directions?
They went rogue.
I
and
I
they
believe
started
they
PUBG.
did, and I believe so because at first it was called Blue Hole Entertainment is what the publisher was, but then they broke off and then it became PUBG Corporation.
It should have been Brown
Um,
Star.
and so I think some other members split off and made Fortnite. But the funny thing was Fortnite was originally, it was just a co-op kind of game, like save the world kind of game that used the ability to build stuff, but it was like you were just being invaded by hordes of like zombies, and then they added a battle royale just because PUBG made such a hit, right? So they were like, fuck it, let's just
I
add it.
remember that. I
But-
remember it. Like
but-
you playing
but-
PUBG and then hearing
Yeah.
about Fortnite and be like, "Oh, Fortnite sucks." Like I remember all the like buddies that played a lot of computer games just talking about PUBG being so fucking amazing.
But here's the thing with Fortnite, and this is why I've honestly started playing it, because it's had enough time for it to kind of stay at this consistent level. So like all this massive popularity has kind of fizzled, to where it's still a great popular game. But I think they have honestly invested so much in keeping that game mainstream. As much as I hate to say it, they've done a fucking phenomenal job, and it pisses me off because I wish a company like PUBG would kind of get into that, but they're so stuck on this K-pop like fucking thing, where they're just, and granted it's Korean based, right now I believe that's what it originally was, but I mean, fuck, man, it gets so old, and there's nothing really relevant. And it's just not it. And with Fortnite adding things like the Mandalorian, I mean, they're adding Kratos, I mean, they're adding Master Chief, like they're adding things that draw in people of all types of age, just because of the fact that they're bringing all these things back, and they're but it's fun. It really is.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that movie that I liked a lot, the New Player One or something.
Ready
Remember?
Player One.
Oh,
Ready
Ready
Player
Player
One?
One.
When it
Yeah.
just had like all these different types of characters battle, like
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like
Yes.
they've gone culturally into the things that excite people, and then they get them into the game somehow.
But they get the fucking licensing, and they get the goods, man. I mean, like they don't get these fucking knockoffs, like they're actually getting the characters. And I think that is what keeps Fortnite so relevant and so into it. And the fact that they are constantly changing that game. So like I said, they're adding modes all the time. They're adding new features. They're adding new this, new that. And they are fucking busting their ass on that. And like I said, it pisses me off because like, I wish it would have been any other game besides Fortnite, but having played it, especially, like Speedy and I, we play it. We got, Bello to download and stuff. We have enjoyed it, but it's just fucking stupid fun.
Free.
It's just stupid fun, man. It really is. And
they set the basis like really and truly. Like you look at all the games, like even though that it's really kiddie, because like if you look at Fortnite and you look at a PUBG, there's a cartoon effect that's on Fortnite, right? That kind of like turns off some players, and it's not realistic in that aspect. But they set the market standard for getting licensing, getting stuff into your game, getting the microtransactions. Like, how much did people bitch and moan about when Destiny first started using microtransactions and they weren't priced correctly and people were really upset? And then games that you play to win with your microtransactions, like, you don't have any of that in Fortnite. And then with the fact that they released it for free, like they've set that train in for a lot of things. Like you have Call of Duty Warzone, they went free too. Like,
Yeah.
when have you ever heard of Activision putting out anything for free and just
Mhm.
giving it to people?
true.
But
Yeah.
you talk about even they like understand now because they made $500 million off microtransactions alone in
Yeah.
Warzone. Like, when did any of their last titles bring in that much money in a single year on just
Mhm.
sales? So that like all you do is create a badass map. Tons of people can get into it. Create cool shit that people want to personalize their shit, and like these things are exploding off the map.
It's all about aesthetics, and I think one of the key fundamentals is having the formula of a really good game, but
Mhm.
offering those purchases that are purely aesthetic. It really sucks when you have purchasing or anything in game that you can buy that truly could affect the outcome, or give your character like an edge. When you start adding just things like aesthetics for like skins, guns, emotes, fucking,
Mhm.
just different gear that you could use to drop in, do people eat that shit up? And I begin to eat it up because I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. Me and Speedy are just doing these stupid dances, or we'll take out people, and it's just so fucking dumb, but it is
I
fucking
teabag a
fun.
lot.
And I'm like, God dang it, like now I'm a naysayer, because I fucking, was like livid about Fortnite, but now I gave it a chance and I'm playing it and we're having fun. And it's so funny because us being competitive, we still have a really good time, even though we don't win. And I think that's one of the funny things is because like we are very competitive. We do want to win and we try, but it's just
You're very
Fortnite.
competitive. Say it right. You're very competitive.
No, Speedy is
And Speedy
competitive.
does. Speedy doesn't like to lose.
Is that not competitive? Or, I mean, what the fuck is that? I mean,
I know,
what's
but
that?
you're ultra competitive compared to Speedy and
Oh my
myself.
God, whatever. So anyway,
Saying.
Jansport, just jump in,
I
okay?
know, I know.
Noob gave Pillow a new name called Jansport, for those that know.
So
And the
it's
backpack.
so it is different. It is fun, and I
I
think
just enjoy having a good time. Like,
yeah, and I think it's going to be really fun to see exactly what Fortnite does continuing because
so once we get Pillow on the train, we'll do some recordings and
and we'll have to do
drop
some
some
Fortnite
bloopers.
recordings. Yeah,
Be
because they are
Jansport the whole
Dancing.
time. Be
they're going to
Jansport
be
the
some
whole
fun
time.
times. It's going to be
Dude,
Fort
I
time.
don't know how to build shit in Fortnite.
Dude, so many
Woo,
times
sweet.
Speedy will
attack
pick me.
you attack
Speedy will pick.
me.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
like,
go
I'm gonna
down
throw a wall up. I
and
don't
Speedy
know.
will pick
I
me
don't
up,
know.
and I'm like, bro, don't pick me up in the open. Put a fucking wall down. He's like, I'm just gonna pick you up real quick. But
I'm gonna
me,
do it.
but
Leave no soldier behind, bro.
I do attempt to build, but I attempt to build and I don't know what I'm doing, so I build myself in a box. And he's like,
Noob built me in a box the other day.
he's
I'm
like,
what the
Rin,
fuck?
he's like, Rin, you trapped yourself, and I'm like, how do I fucking get out?
I don't know. Like,
I was
it's
just trying
just
to be
fun.
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw
So
God, it's
some
gonna
stuff
be.
up here.
yeah, so with Fortnite moving forward, we're gonna throw out some Destiny's news really quick, and then we'll get into some Cyberpunk, and I think we'll leave some last dates on some of that and some Rogue. So with Destiny, just really quick, guys, for those who definitely like Destiny, we have crossplay that's going to be entering the atmosphere in 2021. So be
About
looking
damn
out for that. That's
time.
going to be really cool. But here's another cool thing. I don't know if a lot of people know about, but for those PC players, for anybody that likes to play trials or competitive online multiplayer, Bungie has now enforced a new two-factor authentication that must use a cell phone. If you ever get banned for cheating, you are not banned by your gamer tag, you are banned by your cell phone number.
Ooh.
So therefore, it makes it extremely difficult. So bravo for Bungie for listening, and I think this is going to be
Finally,
really good
yeah.
going forward for crossplay, and it's going to lay
Burner
a really good
phones.
yeah, it's going to lay a really good path down, for people um
Can you use
for
Google
that.
numbers for that for texting?
No, it won't let
Yeah,
you
I heard. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
because
They
it
had
uses
said
some
that too.
it uses some kind of verification process that doesn't allow those prefixes.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So Bungie did a really good job, and I hope this is a good plan of action for other companies, being played with hacking. And I know this is not going to take care of it all, but this is a really good step going forward. Now, really quick, I will say when it comes to crossplay, I feel it's great to have the option to play crossplay or not. So I know I said that because when Speed and I were playing Fortnite, it doesn't give you the option. It would be nice to have that option. Even if it takes longer to get into a lobby, I don't fucking care. Just having the option is really good.
Just so you can choose to do it or not. Like,
Yes.
you could default it set to everything. Like, I mean, I play Rogue like that, and so
Yeah.
I'm all right with that. But like
Yeah.
in some aspects, like there's some games where you definitely have an advantage if you're on the computer, and so
Because some really good people using computers, you can pick them off right off the bat. You're like, that guy's definitely on PC, right? So in other news, we have the Dawning, which is going to be a new event that's going to start on December 15th to January 5th. It's basically Destiny's Christmas event that they normally have. Is going to introduce some new weapons, new gear for all three: Hunter class, Titan class, and Warlock. So we'll definitely be covering some of that. Hopefully, be doing some gameplay as well. And then we'll talk. Let's hit some. We'll hit some.
Because anytime noobs like wants to play something, or anyone, all I see is Destiny. He's like, oh no, bro, I'm in a strike. We gotta get this strike done. At 4:00, I'm gonna raid. That's what your life becomes. It revolves around that game. You can't play nothing else.
Don't let
flowers.
Don't let noobs, distract
Smell the flowers,
hinder
bro.
you from experiencing Destiny.
It's fun. He's got that face like he wants to jump on so bad.
I experienced Destiny 2 in 2005 when it came
out.
So we also have some Cyberpunk related news. With this being a new game,
it dropped finally.
So finally, and I think everyone was a little scared, but the drop came as promised, but not without a lot of noise being made. So we have really quick, we have some hot fixes that have just been introduced. I think if you haven't played the game, or if you're starting it up, or you haven't played in a couple days, there's a new hot fix. Yeah, there was a new hot fix that reduces the epilepsy risk. So apparently, there was a lot of flashing shit was going on. So be aware for that.
Dude.
So that's
there's
nice.
A lot of neons. There's a lot of.
Definitely is. And there's a new disclaimer for DMCA strikes that are going to be happening. So it's advised for anybody wanting to stream Cyberpunk 2077 to make sure that you turn off the music in the game, so that way you do not get any strikes, because apparently it's bumping.
It's not turn off the music. Like, so they published this before, and you've seen it on a couple of games. I think Fortnite just had it on the most recent update. What they allow you to do is turn off licensed music in the game. So like if it's a licensed music portion that they don't own the rights to, it cuts it out of the audio. And so theoretically you could replace it with something else, which is really good. Like because like you have all the intricacies of copyright law and everyone just trying to stream just something.
Right.
I think it's an amazing option. But on the other part of it, if you go to Red Key's website, if you have that option up and you do get a strike, you can email their lawyers and they'll try to help you, which is fucking crazy. What? Yes, dude.
For the low price of $2,569, they can look into your issue.
They'll at least send you some
I'm just kidding.
Like, who? No, what? You think Activision's gonna do that to you for you?
You have something against Activision, bro. That's the second time you brought them up with some hatred. Jesus.
They be publishing some shitty ass Call of Duties, dude.
I told it. No, I'm right on with you because
are just trash.
When Activision paired with Destiny, that's actually the reason why I stopped playing Destiny, was because of fucking Activision. So fuck Activision. Can't stand you. I used to have an Activision shirt and I burned it. It's the only shirt I've ever burned in my life.
It's like his bra. He's like, woo, free.
So, and there have been some talks about the graphic capability with Cyberpunk. So a lot of people are getting pissed off, saying that on Xbox One, PlayStation 4,
took a nosedive. Took a nosedive.
So we talked about this briefly before the recording, and The game has been in development since 2013. So it's not like this game was just fucking around the corner. They decided to make this shit, out of their fucking garage. They've been doing this for some time. Now, personally, I kind of feel like they definitely had enough time to amp up the quality of, even what would have been last generation's, consoles. So there's a lot. So the whole thing is we are, there's a lot of people that were upset, Speedy, myself, we've been playing on Series X, and honestly, I've had zero complaints. Have I seen some like particles or just some weird stuff? Yes, I have. Nothing that would honestly make me super pissed off. I'm having a wonderful time playing it. I think the experience is awesome. Have I noticed weird things? Yes. Like I have noticed some weird shit where like hypothetically, if I'm like getting into an elevator and I'm waiting for like, the person I'm trying to follow, like they get stuck. So they're like, and then I like
told
do
us about
something
some
and
other
then,
weird things that you
and then
apparently really liked.
Noob gets attracted to phallic things in games immediately.
That have
oh,
spikes on them.
Look, guys,
Phallic things.
Look,
He
you can
likes
use
to
anything
hold
as a
in his
weapon. Listen,
hands
listen,
Like your
listen,
number one
viewers,
melee weapon.
viewers. Can I fucking talk, guys? let me tell you something.
You've been talking.
Let me tell you something. In that game, anything is a weapon, including a spiked dildo, including spiked dildos. Okay, they can hurt.
So I wonder if you got the ultimate edition.
You
that
found
came
out
with
how
it.
not to make them hurt.
I don't even know where we're going with that. I'm just move forward. It's a fucking weapon you can pick up.
I fully suspect this.
Uses it.
I fully suspect this game is going to finally catch up to what people envisioned for it. Like the high-end computer users are experiencing a shit ton of bugs. The low-end users on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 feel like they're playing Doom from like 1990.
Damn.
And like, dude, have you seen the memes? They're hilarious, man.
And they're low-end users with their nice brand new Xbox.
Dude, like, no, I mean with the Series X and the PlayStation 5, I haven't heard as many complaints. Like, I think it's like the Goldilocks kind of deal. Like it's right in the middle.
Complaints I don't have it.
Yeah, but I think the complaints have always been like the expectations were really high for this game, and then when you get an Xbox One, it was made for that last generation, right?
But let's be honest.
Computers, so
how many games
really made for Series X?
I can't tell you the last time when a AAA title was released without fucking bugs. I can't tell you the last time it took several updates to keep, to make a AAA title a AAA title.
I mean, in the end, it comes down to like, what are you going to release? And we've had this complaint with like a lot of updates, games being released not finished, and so do they want to take another hit to delay it, or are they going to publish it? They published it, and now this is the backlash you get. So they're gonna have to do a lot of stuff to get some of those people back. But that being said, they sold like 8 million copies of the damn game before it even went live. So they're not hurting in that aspect. They're going to be able to get these updates. I think it's going to be just like GTA, where it's just going to get better and better as it goes around. It's going to be a fine wine. It's going to age. It's just
going to get better. And I feel the same, man. I'm not really stressing about it.
I'm excited to play it. So
I've gotten pretty far. And
I've be videos. We'll be streaming it, and so I just think it's a fun, cool game. I can't wait.
It's a very fun game
to catch up, so Noob doesn't try to spoil every aspect of the fucking game for me. He's like, "Yo, I ran into Keanu in the game."
Johnny Silverhand.
I was like, "Okay, don't tell me. I just want to play the game."
Well, fucking play it.
He already told me about the spiked dildo, so that's not gonna even make me excited anymore when I see it. I'm like,
he's gonna attack Keanu with that spiked dildo.
I'm waiting for the pocket vagina to show up in the game. So
I haven't found one yet, but you'll be the first to know. Bro, check it out, bro. Check it out. I'll fucking send you a picture.
I'm gonna be like, Pano, it's here.
No.
Just like when I was creating my character, and all of a sudden it was like I was just fucking Dong City, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was like small, large, and stuff was like, what are you gonna go with? And I'm like, I'm just gonna do a duplicate of myself. Dong large. I was like, Jesus. Why am I gonna who's gonna shortchange themselves? Seriously, what guy who's creating a character gonna give themselves a small dick?
I want
Who?
to know. I want Red Key to publish some statistics on characters made on what did they select on dong size for that game.
Now it would be different. It would be different
Like
because
2% that selected tiny,
yeah,
micro.
Mighty
There's no
Mouse.
micro
Yeah.
penis. I can't relate to the game.
be different if you were choosing like
Relates to the
Asian
game.
and all of a sudden it just gave you the small penis. Well, that's different.
Oh.
That's
You
different.
put your,
You can make
you put
those
your
kind of
thumbprint on
jokes
it, and it knew you automatically. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, ding, ding, ding.
If I put it on Mexican, it's like I got choices.
What?
You know?
Wow.
Be real, guys.
Man.
So fast forwarding though into Cyberpunk, we do have some Rogue 2 news, and I know Speedy is really excited about this. He's
So-
actually been putting in a lot of time.
I enjoy the game. It's got like that huge Counter-Strike kind of feel to it, and though it kind of breaks it up with,
Huge.
it does. Like I just
Huge?
like buying my own weapons.
Why is it
like,
got to be huge?
strategize? Oh, you know what?
Gigante.
Yeah.
I know. Pelo had a
Sábado,
hard
sábado
time.
gigante.
I only handle other people's larges, not mine. He's
I
like,
know.
"It's-
I
it's
know
boy-
you do.
boy
I know you handle other people's larges. I've
What did
heard.
I do?
I've
What did
heard.
I do? What
Name's
did
been
I
written
do?
all over the bathroom in several locations, sir.
How do they know about your back hair so much?
Oh, they found out real quick.
I want to
The
know.
front and the back.
Ugh.
Austin Powers has nothing on me.
No. No.
But for Rogue,
It's not. Yeah, go ahead.
but for Rogue, they're gonna start releasing this next update. It's rumored from the Roco Just Leaks Twitter account that they're gonna have the new kind of battle pass. They're gonna be hitting that stage 3. So this game's been released in like little bits of stages here. So while it didn't have the expectations of say like Cyberpunk, it's free. You can get into it.
For a free game, it's damn good.
I love playing it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
I do
posting some
too.
Vids on it later on, whenever we can get the team together to play. But they're gonna release a Christmas kind of set battle pass. They'll be initiating another battle pass later on in the year. With that, they're gonna be dropping a new rogue. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. Like I love the whole kind of Rainbow Six. Like you select your attacker kind of deal. They have their attributes mixed in with buying weapons, and it's a little bit of strategy in there and then also on the map. So doing that rank grind, trying to get up the levels. So
I do like the
when we get
fact
team
that-
together, we'll be jamming out.
Yeah. Yeah, I do
And
like
there's
the fact
Dr.
that
Disrespect in there, so Noob definitely bought
Oh
that
my
skin.
god. Yeah, he bought
It's
that
running
real
around
quick.
dancing like him.
Real quick.
sound like him doing his moves and shit. It's fucking,
Mhm.
his fucking deal, his little one-liners. But yeah, Rogue is definitely a really fun game. So it's going to be really to see this game evolve, especially since it is free. You don't really, I don't really play. I think Rogue is actually one of the only free games I've actually played, and it's not. Great thing about that game is it's not plagued by a bunch of would be microtransactions for you to level up or to do this or do that. If you just spend the time playing the game, I mean, you can acquire.
You can unlock all the characters via the game's currency, not so much
Yeah.
buying it, but you can advance it by doing that too. I think their microtransactions are a little bit too high priced, but once they finally get a battle pass in there, I think it'll open it up for people for more character for customization. Because really in these games, people want customization. They want to, have their own little piece of flair. They want to peacock in the game and in real life. So give them that opportunity. Let them grow.
And
Rogue.
with that, we are out. And by Speedy, I mean out of the closet.
Never seen the pickup artist on MTV where it teaches goofy guys to try to pick up girls. I think there was one with Palo on there. I think there was one with Palo. He was trying to pull a stripper in there. I'm pretty sure. He was trying to get a number.
Hey,
I remember
hey,
that one.
I've heard stories, Speedy.
Peacock.
I've heard
Good
some
stuff.
stories.
Good
Something about band camp and a flute.
Which band camp? Which band
I'm
camp?
just saying that-
Because there's a lot of them.
I'm just saying.
Speedy played the flute.
I did. I also
You
played
did,
the
right?
drums,
Wasn't-
too. So
That's a different kind of
I've got-
bongo when you're
I got
playing
them both
naked on a
in.
Friday night.
Noob was trying
Yes,
to play
officer.
the saxophone. He was all trying to get sexy with the sax.
I try to be a. I try.
It
Who
was
is
neither
it?
of
Who?
those two things.
Yeah, it was no man. Sounded more like a squeaky bird. It sounded like Ferris Bueller when he's trying to practice his clarinet in the beginning. It was more.
Yeah.
It was more like that. It was more like that.
He just likes putting things in his mouth. That's all.
Noob was trying to be the guy from the Lost Boys. Oh, no shirt, saxophone.
Hey.
Oh yeah, no.
Did we talk about Palo's
I'm the
graduation photo that he had where he's holding his own hand? It was a really, really soft touch. It was just like I've never
put a lot of
hand.
put a lot of lotion on his hand to make it like a different color.
He was definitely peacocking. He had some shiny shoes in that picture.
Well, guys, I think this is a really good.
When your friends help you move.
I think this is a really good return episode. I just want to thank everybody for being patient, but we are back. And if my screen goes green, sorry. Yeah.
Technical difficulties. We're doing it. We get it.
Yeah, we don't really care. Am I green? Am I green?
No, you're not green.
Thank gosh.
Just with MD.
Okay.
We're done. Thank you.
And that's how we're ending it, guys. You can follow us on Instagram at Next Level Official Podcast. Check us out and be leaving those comments, man. Leave those comments. Leave some fun stuff. Let us know what's up. All right. We miss you guys, and we're back. Peace. Come on, guys, hit it, Jesus.